What if every student could customize their learning experience, choosing topics that interest them and methods of instruction that fit their unique learning styles? Central York School District in Pennsylvania chose to ask this bold question. I'm here today to find out how they turned that vision into a reality. Next stop, Apollo.
Apollo's kind of a crazy conglomerate of art, social studies, and English, and everything you work on combines all three elements.
I've gone from learning a new instrument to being involved with politics. You're given a blank slate to your learning. We're actually learning something that engages us.
We can give kids autonomy and control over their learning without dictating every minute in a 75-minute lesson plan.
We read a book called Inevitable by B. McGarvey and Chuck Schwan, and it really messed us up. It changed sort of our thinking about what school could be. Kids say, this is how I learn best. This is how I want to learn it. And here's how I'm going to show you. Learners, once they realize that, are then empowered to a level that they've never experienced before.
I got really tired of trying to find the project that all the kids would like and enjoy, but still get something out of it and still be original. Now they bring me their ideas and I get to show them there's a place for you and your idea in the world. They are really interested not only in working on their own project, it's more of a camaraderie and a support group than it is a competition.
The end result is an informal presentation. We call it a conversation. Each student will talk about what they've researched and developed. It's almost like they're defending a thesis, at the college level, but they're defending what they've studied and what they've learned from it, and we get a chance to just ask them genuine questions about the successes of the project.
We had the amazing opportunity to see former Vice President Joe Biden speak at an event in Philadelphia. We worked on a congressional campaign.
I designed my own campaign if I personally were running in PA's 10th Congressional District. I did a lot of demographics research, and then for my English portion, looked at some of the political speeches from Brutus and Mark Antony after Caesar's death, and I wrote my own campaign speech. It made me find that working on a campaign is crazy and awesome, and it's actually something that I want to pursue.
I wrote a lot of songs, I did a bunch of art pieces. I did one on Mexican culture and immigration, and I wrote a song about it in Spanish actually. I had my friend Chloe sing it for me and I played it on guitar. It's a whole new style of learning, and you're kind of teaching yourself these things and going to the teachers and asking them how you can improve your style of learning. I think this songwriting thing and everything that I'm doing with my art, it's definitely made me more sure of what I want to do after high school and what I need to do for that. The standards are kind of like your regular standards that teachers grade you on, but you pick them. And then you have to explain how you're going to use these standards into your project.
We say, here are the standards. This is what we've been keeping behind lock and key. So you select the standards that you feel work best with your project.
We find that the kids are more vested, and they learn, quite honestly, the standard at a deeper level because they're owning their learning. I see the product or the quality of the learner work. It energizes me as a professional, because that's why I came in here, to make a difference in a young person's life. It makes me happy.
This way pushes your teaching as a craft. The students are coming to you with standards that you don't typically choose. It helps you evolve your thinking as well.
My daughter Lilia Wiltshire is a senior here at Apollo, has helped her become a really strong student. This year she's making a coffee table. She took 2 pieces of wood and she put resin between it, and it looks really cool when light shines through it. When we're passionate about something, we work harder and we work deeper. I've seen my kid blossom.
How often do they get a chance to sit down with somebody who might be able to share some deeper knowledge on a particular interest they have? Maybe we can ask those probing questions that make them think more about their passion and more about themselves. On 2 occasions, I had a student look across the desk at me and say that this is the first time a teacher's ever talked to them. And I think what they mean by that is the first time a teacher ever stepped off of that stage and sat down and had a genuine conversation.
When people ask me what kind of a kid would work best in Apollo, it's the kid that is sitting in class right now thinking, I can't wait till this is over, because when I go home, I have this big thing that I'm working on, that unfortunately I can't work on in school. We can teach them that there's a place for that here, and it can connect to your social studies class. It can connect to your English class and your art class.
Getting kids to understand that the four walls of education aren't the ones that sit right around them. You can tear down those walls.
We've been given this kind of title. We're really proud of it, and it's the three dads. Some people might look and say, that's kind of funny, the three dads. When you have a student in your class who calls you dad, who has lost their father, it's not a joke and it's not a cute name. It's something that we really cherish. And I don't think there's anything more than I could ask for as a teacher, as an educator.
The relationships that are built between the students and Mr. Ward, Mr. Wimmer, Mr. Grandy are really special. They still lean on those guys for advice, if they're thinking about a college or they're thinking about a profession. And the relationships they build with their peers through the process really brings them together like nothing else that I've ever seen.
I don't think I've ever had a day this year where I was dreading coming to school. And I actually have the chance to learn something I have always wanted to learn. And I get a grade for it. It's something about it just makes us want to stay here longer. And that's why there are 50+ Apollo students making these amazing projects on the daily in this high school.
This class, it definitely invalidates that age-old argument like what I'm learning in school isn't going to apply to the real world, because what you're doing, it is the real world.
The collaboration, the creative thinking, the critical thinking that they're engaged in, all are skills that will benefit them when they leave us. It's a really nice sort of melting pot of really different styles that works for all of them because the experience can be so customized, and that just is so powerful.
Thank you so much for joining me in York and for stepping inside a student-empowered Mass Customized Learning District with me. I'll see you next time.